Hi, children of grade 8. I welcome you all for the today's English class. Today, in this session, we are going to see the next grammar unit from our grammar part. Chapter 12, the title of the topic is Sentences. Children, to understand the topic clearly, let's watch a video about the types of sentences. Children, without further go, let's get started to listen to the topic sentences. Children, before started this topic sentences, you must know about what is meant by class. Let's listen and watch this video to understand it. Children, there are two types of clauses. What are they? Clauses are divided into two types. First one is independent clause, that is main clause. Then second one is dependent clause, that is the subordinate clause. In subordinate clause, a group of sentences having subject plus verb combination. But whereas in the independent clause, that is main clause, it gives a complete sense by itself. Whereas in the dependent clause, it completely depends on the main clause for its existence. For example, I earn whatever I can. Here in this sentence, I earn is the main clause, whereas whatever I can is the dependent clause, as it is depend on the main clause for its existence. What is a sentence made of? Sentence made of clauses. It can be one clause which may be independent or one or more clauses which can be a combination of independent and dependent clauses. Based on these criteria, the sentences are divided into four types: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, or complex compound sentence. Children, let's look into the first type of sentence, that is simple sentence. Simple sentence consists of only one independent clause in it. It contains subject and verb and it shows a complete meaning. Then it won't have any dependent clause. Look at the example here. I bought a new home. In this sentence, we have only independent clause with complete meaning. Look at one more example. He goes to gym every day. Children, let's look into the next type of sentence, that is compound sentence. In compound sentence consists of at least two or more independent clauses and it joined by the coordinating conjunctions and it won't have the dependent clause also. The coordinating conjunction used to join the independent clauses are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, and the acronym called as fanboys. Now let's look at the example. I helped him and he got happy. Here, and is the coordinating conjunction which connects the two independent clauses. And look at the next example. He is sick, yet he is working. Here, yet is a coordinating conjunction which connects two independent clauses. The next type of sentence is complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. And it is joined by subordinating conjunctions like although, since, when, unless, etc. And also it is joined by relative pronouns like that, who, which. For example, she is wearing a skirt which looks awesome. Here, which is the subordinating conjunction which connects the one independent clause and one dependent clause. Point to note about complex sentences: if a complex sentence begins with an independent clause, comma is not used between the complex sentence. If suppose a complex sentence begins with dependent clause, comma is used after the complex sentence. The example given here. He scored well in exam although he was sick. Here, no comma is used. When you write the same sentence again, although he was sick, he scored well in the exam. You can see the difference of commas in both the complex sentences. Let's look at the next type of sentence, that is compound complex sentence. Here, in this sentence, we have at least two independent clause and one or more dependent clause. Look at the example here. He went to the college and I went to a market where I bought a book. This Compound complex sentence consists of two independent clauses and one dependent clause. As the example, I like accounting, but my brother likes biology because he wants to be a doctor. This sentence consists of two independent clauses and one dependent clause. So this is all about compound complex sentence, children. Children, that's all about the sentences based on the structure. Let's quickly revise what we have learned in this session. Firstly, understood what are the two main types of clause. One is independent and second one is dependent clause. Next, we saw about four main types of sentences and its structure. First sentence is simple sentence. Simple sentence only contains one independent clause and shows the complete meaning. And the second one is compound sentence. Compound sentence contains two or more independent clauses. Third one is complex sentence. Complex sentence contains one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. And fourth one is compound complex sentence. It contains at least two independent clauses and one or more dependent clauses. Children, that's all from the video sentences. Let's see some more examples for these sentences and its. Children, let's see what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that makes sense on its own. And sentences can be silly but still make sense, that is, make meaning. For example, the rainbow dog flew over the sun. The rainbow dog flew over the sun. A sentence needs to have a verb, that is doing word, and a sentence needs to have a subject, that is be about someone or something doing the work. So, a sentence is a group of words that makes a sense on its own, and sentence can be silly but it still gives sense, that is meaning. For example, the rainbow dog flew over the sun. Here, the sentence needs a verb, that is doing word, and a sentence needs a subject, that is the work was done about by someone or something. Children, sentences are divided into four types: simple, compound, complex, and at last, compound complex sentences. Children, as I already told you, sentences are divided into three types: simple, compound, complex. First one is simple sentences. A simple sentence is also called an independent clause. It contains a subject and a verb and express a complete thought, and that is complete meaning. Look at the example here. Scott plays soccer in the morning. Scott plays soccer in the morning. It is a independent clause with subject and verb. Subject that was given in blue color, and verb it was given in yellow color, and it gives complete meaning, and that is thought, complete thought. It expresses complete thought. So it is known as simple sentences. The next type is compound sentences. Compound sentence contain two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction like and, but, for, nor, or, so, yet, and its acronym is fanboys. Okay, so look at the example here. So as I told you, compound sentence contain two independent clauses and it was joined by a coordinating conjunction like and, but, for, nor, or, so, yet. Look at the example. Scott was playing soccer, so Mary went to the beach. Scott was playing soccer, so Mary went to the beach. So this was the compound sentence. So be clear, children, compound sentence contains two independent clauses joined by an coordinating conjunction. Okay, so the next sentence is complex sentence. A complex sentence contains and combines an independent clause with one or more dependent clause, with at least one or more independent clause as well as one or more dependent clause. A complex sentence always has a subordinating conjunctions like after, although, because, since, when, or a relative pronoun like that, which, who. So, be clear, children. Complex sentence contains an independent clause, at least one independent clause, or one or more independent clause with one or more dependent clause also. And it was joined by an subordinating conjunctions like after, although, because, since, when, are also joined by relative pronouns like that, which, who. Look at the example here. I did not see Scott today. I did not see Scott today because it's the subordinating conjunction. He was playing soccer because he was playing soccer. So that's all from the three type of sentences, children. Let's see some other examples. So children, as I already told you, sentences are divided into three types: simple, compound, complex. In simple sentence, we have only one independent clause with complete meaning, contains subject and verb. Independent clause, look at the example, the boys went to the park. In compound sentence, there are two or more independent clauses joined by a conjunction, that is coordinating conjunction, connected by a comma. So independent clause, comma, conjunction, independent clause. So for example, the boys went to the park but did not go to the zoo. So here we can see two independent clauses connecting by a coordinating conjunction and also with a comma. So this is known as compound sentence, children. And the next type is complex sentence. Complex sentence here contains one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So dependent clauses begins with a conjunction, that is subordinating conjunction, and can have a comma also. Independent clause, subordinating conjunction, and dependent clause. Look at the example, the boys did not go to the zoo because they went to the park. So children, already you know all the types of sentences. Look at the examples alone here. First one, for simple sentence, McKendree is a great school. In compound sentence, it should be added with a coordinating conjunction. McKendree is a great school, comma, and I love going there. In the compound sentence, complex sentence, while I was at McKendree, comma, I learned many things. So this is the way you know to change over the sentences from simple, compound, complex, children, along with the coordinating and subordinating conjunction and with dependent and independent clauses. So children, sentences type are simple, compound, complex. Already we know that. Simple sentence contains subject, verb, that is subject and predicate with prepositional phrases. And compound sentence contains independent clause, comma, coordinating conjunction with another independent clause. And complex sentence contains subordinating conjunction, dependent clause, comma, independent clause. If independent clause comes front, then it is independent clause, subordinating conjunction, and finally dependent clause. So this is the structure for the sentences simple, compound, and complex sentences. So children, already we know that conjunctions are divided into three types: coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, and another one is correlating conjunction. So these are the conjunction used to join phrases or sentences together. Coordinating conjunctions are fanboys, F for A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. So together the acronym is fanboys. Fanboys. Okay, children. So when joining simple complete sentences, please a comma before the conjunction. So see here, I want to buy those shoes, but I don't have enough money. So this is compound sentence, children. In compound sentence only we need to use coordinating conjunction fanboys and along with the comma to segregate the independent clause along with the coordinating conjunction. The next type subordinating conjunctions are after, although, as soon as, because, before, even though, since, until, unless, if, while, when, and more, and so on. So subordinating conjunction, first when you start the sentence with the subordinating clause, definitely you must use comma. If you start the sentence with the main clause, there is no need of using comma, children. So be clear in this concept and look at the example here for subordinating conjunction. Since we are using, since Mary did not help make the bread, comma, she doesn't get to eat it. Since Mary didn't help to make the bread, she doesn't get to eat it. Then main clause, we are just starting with the main clause. See here, we are not using comma. So Mary doesn't get any bread since she did not help to make it up. Mary doesn't get any bread since she did not help make it up. So this is what the formation of and the structure of complex and compound and complex sentence using the conjunction, coordinating and subordinating conjunction along with the segregating of punctuation mark, comma. So when you start with the subordinating conjunction words, the sentence must be segregated with the comma. If the sentence start with the main clause and subordinating conjunction should at the center will be in the center, there is no need to use of comma. So these are the things you must understand, children. So there are two types of conjunctions, coordinating, subordinating, and another type is correlative conjunction. Coordinating conjunction can be used in the compound sentence and subordinating conjunction must be used in the complex sentence to join the simple sentence using the comma. So comma as a punctuation is very, very important. We need to use before the independent clause as well as that is in the compound sentence. In complex sentence in front of the main clause. Okay, children, that is in front of the independent clause. Children, as I already told you, the another type of conjunction is correlative conjunction. Here, these conjunctions, they work together in pairs only to join words and phrases. So these correlative conjunctions, they work together in pairs and join the words or phrases that carry equal importance in sentences. First one, either or. Look at the example. We are either extremely early or extremely late. Then for neither or nor, that means for either or can be used only in the positive sentence. Neither or nor means for negative sentence. Look at the example. Liz is nothing like her brother. She is neither arrogant nor manipulative. Okay, so either or it's used for positive and neither or nor can be used in the negative type statements and sentences. So next correlative conjunction is not only but also. When Mason won the talent show, when Mason won the talent show, he received not only a trophy but also prize money. The next one, both and. Next type of correlative conjunction is both and. We plan to visit both Australia and New Zealand when we go on vacation next week. The next correlative conjunction is whether or. I don't care whether you call or you text, but let me know when you arrive. The next correlative conjunction is no sooner than. Look at the example. No sooner had the baby finally fallen asleep than the doorbell rang. The next correlative conjunction is if then. Look at the example. If we won this game, then we will play the championship. So these are the two all correlative conjunctions we can use in some of the sentences of simple compound complex sentences, children. And let's recall one more time. Simple sentence. Simple sentence shows a complete meaning, contains subject and predicate. For example, Dad and I went to the airport. Compound sentence combines two simple sentences, that is independent clause, using a comma with a conjunction, that is coordinating conjunction. Simple sentence plus conjunction plus simple sentence. This is the compound sentence, children. For example, Dad and I went to the airport and we picked up Grandpa. So we are using conjunction along with the comma. So this is compound sentence, children. Then let's see complex sentence next. Compound sentences, they contains two or more independent clauses. The clauses are joined by the coordinating conjunction, fanboys. So independent clause, comma, coordinating conjunction and independent clause. Don't forget about the comma. So look at the examples here. The door is locked and I don't have a key. Second example, I don't like sports, nor does my dad. I don't like have short nails, but I cannot stop biting them. He signed up for an acting class for he hopes to become an actor someday. Dad will either laugh about the prank or he will get angry. The next one, I am exhausted, so I am going to bed early tonight. So these are the coordinating conjunctions along with two independent clauses, that is main clauses, along with the commas, children. So this is what compound sentence, children. Then let's see about complex sentence. Complex sentence. Complex sentence contains is a type of sentence that contains an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So complex sentence is a type of sentence that contains an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So independent clause stands alone, but dependent clause cannot stand alone. It needs a main clause. Okay, children. So see here, common subordinate conjunctions are after, although, before, because, even if, once, rather than, since, until, unless, when, whenever, while. So see here, for example, although I don't like spinach, I still ate it to make my mother happy. And look at the next sentence also. I ate spinach to make my mother happy, although I do not like it. So here in the first sentence we are using comma, but in the second sentence we are not using the comma. Why? Because we are just bringing the dependent clause friend along with the subordinating conjunction. So when you start with the subordinating conjunction, you must use comma, When you start with the independent clause, that is the main clause, we no need to use comma. So this is what the complex sentence, children. Children, in complex sentence, as we know, sentences with one dependent clause and one independent clause. A dependent clause cannot stand by itself. It depends on an independent clause to help it to be a part to complete a sentence. Whereas in independent clause, it is a sentence that can stand by itself with a complete meaning. But dependent clause cannot give complete meaning without the help of the independent clause, that is the main clause, children. So dependent clause is an incomplete sentence which depend on the main clause which gives complete meaning. So see here, since Meg lost the bet, she had to do her brother's courses. Eden sat on the sofa while Meg folded the laundry. Aiden sat on the sofa while Meg folded the laundry. Although Meg was annoyed, she remained silent. Although Meg was annoyed, she remained silent. Here, dependent clause given in green color and independent clause given in pink color. You can see the difference here in these sentences, children. When dependent clause comes front, we need to use comma. When independent clause comes front, we no need to use comma. So it is very, very important, children. So important note, when a complex sentence begins with a dependent clause, a comma should be there to separate the two clauses. So keep all these important notes in your mind, children, to make proper sentences in complex and compound sentences, children. So children, compound sentence starts with a simple sentence, that is independent clause, comma, coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys, plus another independent clause. This is the structure of compound sentence, children. Don't forget it. First, for compound sentence, you need to start with independent clause, that is main clause, with complete sense, meaning. So sentence, comma, coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys, you need to use. Then another independent clause, that is the sentence. This is the structure. Then for complex sentence, independent clause or dependent clause. So see here, if you start with dependent clause with the subordinating conjunction first, you need to use comma. In independent clause case, when you start with the independent clause, you no need to use comma. So this is the structure of complex sentence, children. Children, as I have already told you, there are 4 types of sentences. Already we have discussed about simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. At last, we are going to see the last sentence type, that is compound complex sentence. So as I told, compound complex sentence is a sentence consists of 2 or more independent clauses and 1 or more dependent clauses. So it contains 2 or more independent clause and 1 or more dependent clauses. The following are compound complex sentences. Independent clauses are highlighted in yellow and dependent clauses are highlighted in blue. And we are just using the coordinating conjunction and it was highlighted in red to join these sentences. So look at the first sentence, children. The baby slept and dreamed. So here baby and slept. Baby is the subject, slept is verb, dreamed is also verb. So it gives complete meaning. So it is an independent clause. And we are using coordinating conjunction and between inside. So the baby slept and dreamt and the mother watched. It gives complete meaning. So it is an independent clause. So as I told you, in compound complex sentence, we have 2 or more independent clause and 1 or more dependent clause will be there. So next one is the dependent clause. See here, for that we are using the conjunction while the rain fell. So the sentence is, the baby slept and dreamed and the mother watched while the rain fell. So look at the next sentence. We are just bringing the dependent clause to the front, so we are using comma. So while the rain fell, the baby slept and dreamt and the mother watched. So we are using commas in both the type of sentences, and this is known as compound complex sentences. In compound complex sentences, we can use two or more independent clause and one or more dependent clause. So such type of sentence is known as compound complex sentence, children. Children, let's see an example how a sentence, simple sentence, changing into compound and complex sentences. First one, simple sentence. We know only main clause will be there with subject and verb. So the sentence is, Johnny ran. When it changes into compound sentence, it contains two main clauses, independent clauses, joined by a connectivity, that is with a coordinating conjunction. Look at the sentence here. Johnny ran because he was late for school. Because is the coordinating conjunction here, and we are connecting two main clauses, clause 1 and clause 2, with the coordinating conjunction because. So the sentence is, Johnny ran because he was late for school. Let's see the next complex sentence. Complex sentence contains one main clause and one or more dependent clause. So one independent clause and one or more dependent clause connecting by an connectivity subordinating conjunction. So see the example here. Even though he felt tired, Johnny ran. As we are using the subordinating conjunction in the front and as well as with the dependent clause, we are segregating the sentence with a comma. Even though is a subordinating conjunction, that is the subordinating clause along with the main clause. It is a complex sentence, children. Next we are going to see the change of sentences from simple compound complex, that is known as transformation of sentences, children. So we are going to see the transformation of sentences in 7 rules with some exercises, children. Let's see the first rule now. How to transfer a sentence. Rule 1. See here, children. We are going to see the transformation of sentences from simple, complex and compound. So the first rule, in simple, if the sentence is used with to, see the example, we read to learn. Compound sentence, we have to use the coordinating conjunction and or. Example, we read and we learn. So in compound sentence, you have to use the coordinating conjunctions like and or if it is used with to in the simple sentence, children. If the sentence used with to in simple sentence, we have to change into compound with the coordinating conjunctions like and or. In complex sentence, we have to use the subordinating conjunction so that. The example here, we read so that we can learn. So we are using in the complex sentence with the subordinating conjunction so that. So the example is, we read so that we can learn. So this is the transformation of sentence from simple, compound and complex using the word to. In compound, it should be added with the coordinating conjunction and or. In complex sentence, it should be added with the subordinate conjunction so that. So this is the way you have to change from simple, compound sentences, children. Understand properly, children. In rule 1, in simple sentence with to, in compound sentence with the subordinating conjunction and or in complex sentence with the subordinating conjunction so that. So this is the rule 1. Let's see the exercise for rule 1. So look at the first sentence, children. For the example, simple sentence, we exercise to be fit. We exercise to be fit. It is a simple sentence. We have to change into complex. What we have to use? Very good. In complex, it should be with so that. So the answer is we exercise so that we can be fit. Look at the next example. The people of Bangladesh fought to save the country. Change into compound. How to change? You have to add with the coordinating conjunction and. Very good. So look at the sentence here. The people of Bangladesh fought and they saved the country. The people of Bangladesh fought and they saved the country. Look at the third example. Eat so that they can live. Man eat so that they can live. So what type of sentence it is? It is a complex sentence, children. So we have to change into simple. So what we have to use? To. Very good. So man eat to live. So this is the rule 1 with simple sentence, compound and complex sentences. So in simple, to should be there. In compound, and or must be used. In complex, so that is the subordinate conjunction should be used. So it's the rule 1, children. So that's the transformation of sentence with rule 1. Let's move on and see the rule 2 now. In rule 2, the simple sentence starts with in spite of or despite. So see the example. Despite being poor, he is honest. Despite being poor, he is honest. So in simple sentence, if there is in spite of or despite, in compound sentence we have to use the coordinating conjunction but, children, and in complex sentence we have to use although or though. So see the example here. For complex, though he is poor, he is honest. In compound, he is poor but he is honest. So understand the things carefully, children. In rule 2, if in the simple sentence, if the sentence starts with in spite of or despite, in compound you have to use the coordinating conjunction but, and in complex sentence you have to use subordinating conjunction though or although. So the sentence in simple sentence, despite being poor, he is honest. In compound, he is poor but he is honest. In complex, though he is poor, he is honest. So that's all from rule 2. Let's see some exercise for rule 2, children. So example for rule 2. Look at the first one. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. So in spite of. So what kind of sentence, children? Children, it is simple sentence. Very good. It is simple sentence. So you have to change into complex. So what you have to add in complex? Yes, you have to add though or although. So look at the answer here. Though he is poor, he is honest. So it is easy now, children. So in simple, if it is in spite of, you have to change in complex with though. That is the subordinating conjunction, children. Look at the next example. Despite being rich, he leads a poor life. So it is a simple sentence. Yes, it is a simple sentence. So you have to change into compound. So see the answer here. In compound, what you have to add? Yes. So coordinating conjunction but should be add. So he is rich but he leads a poor life. So in spite of, despite, these are all keyword for simple sentence. If complex, you have to add the subordinating conjunction though, although. If it is compound, you have to add coordinating conjunction but. So look at the third example. He is ill but he can run fast. So what kind of sentence it is? it is compound sentence. Very good. So because but is there, that is the coordinating conjunction, children. So you have to change into simple. So what is the keyword for simple sentence? In spite of or despite. So you have to use in spite of or despite to change the sentence into simple. So look at the third answer here. In spite of his being ill, he can run fast. In spite of his being ill, he can run fast. So from simple you have to change into compound and complex. In simple, in spite of or despite is there. In compound it should be added with a coordinating conjunction but, and in complex you have to add the subordinating conjunction though, although to make into sentences, children. So this is rule 2. Let's move on to rule 3 now. Children, now let's see rule 3. Look at the rule 3. Simple verb plus ing form. In simple, verb plus ing form. In complex, since or as. In compound, and so. So children, in simple sentence, verb plus ing. In compound, it is and so. And in complex, you have to add the subordinating conjunction since or as. Now look at the example for simple sentence. In rule 3, being punished, he wept. Being punished, he wept. So as it is with verb plus ing, being starts with in simple. In compound sentences, he was punished and so he wept. In compound sentence, you have to use the coordinating conjunction and so. He was punished and so he wept. And in complex, you have to add the subordinating conjunction since or as. So the sentence is, as he was punished, he wept. So the sentence is, as he was punished, he wept. So being punished, he wept in simple. In compound, he was punished and so he wept. In complex, as he was punished, he wept. So this was the third rule that we have seen here. Then now look at the examples for rule 3. Look at the first example. Being poor, Rubel could not buy a chain. So what kind of sentence it is, children? Yes, it is simple sentence because the sentence starts with verb plus ing form. So being, it was started, so it is a simple sentence. You have to change into complex. What to change into complex here? You have to use since or as. So since Rubel was poor, he could not buy a chain. So that was the answer here, children. Look at the next example. Since the water was very hot, I could not drink it. What kind of sentence it is, children? Yes, it is a complex sentence. Why it is a complex sentence? Because we have a key since here. That is the subordinating conjunction. So it is a complex sentence. So you have to change into simple. How to change into simple? The simple key is, the simple sentence key is verb plus ing form. So how to change it? The water being very hot, I could not drink it. Being the water very hot, I could not drink it. That is also correct. Or the water being very hot, I could not drink it. The third sentence here. Closing the door, he went back to work. What kind of sentence it is, children? Yes, it is simple sentence because we are having verb plus ing form. So in rule 3, verb plus ing form is simple sentence. Okay, now you have to change into compound. So in compound, what kind of coordinating conjunction you have to use? Yes, you have to use and so. So look at the answer here, children. He closed the door and so he went back to work. So he closed the door and so he went back to work. So that is the coordinating conjunction you have to use in the compound sentence to make compound sentence, children. So that is the simple compound complex sentences in rule 3, children. So that's all from rule 3. Next, let's see and move to the next rule, that is rule 4. Children, look at the rule 4 here. In simple, you have to use enough or to. In compound, you have to use the coordinating conjunction very and. In complex, you have to use so that. So children, in negative. So see here in simple, look at the example sentence given here. He is too weak to walk. He is too weak to walk. It is a simple sentence. In compound, you have to add very end. Yes. So see the example. He is very weak and he cannot walk. He is very weak and he cannot walk. In negative, the complex sentence so that, look at the example. He is so weak that he cannot walk. So children, in simple, if it is enough or to, in compound and complex sentence, it should be changed into negative with very end and so that in the complex sentence, children. Let's see the exercise and example sentence for rule 4. Children, look at the first sentence. Sohil was too honest to show excuse. Sohil was too honest to show excuse. What type of sentence it is? Yes, it is simple sentence. You have to change into complex. So what is the subordinating conjunction for complex? It is so that. So Sohil was so honest that he could not show excuse. Sohil was so honest that he could not show excuse. That is the complex sentence, children. Then look at the next sentence. He is too weak to carry the load. He is too weak to carry the load. What type of sentence? Yes, it is simple sentence. It should be changed into compound. So what is the coordinating conjunction for compound? Very and. So look at the answer here. He is very weak and he cannot carry the load. He is very weak and he cannot carry the load. So that's the compound sentence, children, with coordinating conjunction very and. Then look at the third sentence there. They were very nice and could not be used just as present. They were very nice and could not be used just at present. So what type of sentence it is? Very and. So yes, it is a compound sentence. So we have to change into simple tense, simple sentence. Look at the answer here. They were too nice to use just at present. They were too nice to use just at present. So that's the simple sentence, children. So in rule 4, we have discussed simple, compound, complex, all the 3 type of sentences. So now that's all from the rule 4. Now let's move on to the next rule, that is rule 5. And in rule 5, simple sentence start with the keyword without. In simple it is without. In compound with the coordinating conjunction or in complex with the subordinating conjunction if or in case. So children, look at the example here. Without reading, you will fail. Without reading, you will fail. This is simple sentence. In compound, see here, read or you will fail. Read or you will fail. That is in compound sentence. In complex sentence, we have to use the subordinating conjunction if or in case. Look at the sentence here. If you do not read, you will fail. So children, look at the sentence. If you do not read, you will fail. So that is the complex sentence. So in simple, with the keyword without, in compound with the coordinating conjunction or, in complex with the subordinating conjunction if or in case. So this is the rule 5. So let's see the exercise examples for Rule 5 now, children. Children, look at the first example in Rule 5. Without working hard, you cannot success in life. Without working hard, you cannot success in life. What type of sentence it is, children? It is simple sentence. In simple sentence, we have to use the keyword without. You have to change into complex. How do you have to change in complex? What is the subordinating conjunction you have to use here? It is if or in case. So, see the sentence here. If you do not work hard, you cannot success in life. That's the answer. That's the complex sentence, children. If you do not work hard, you cannot success in life. Then look at the next sentence. If you do not run fast, you will catch the train. If you do not run fast, you will catch the train. So, if is a keyword that can be used in complex sentence, children. So, what type of sentence it is? Complex sentence. So, now you have to change into simple sentence. The keyword for simple sentence is without. Yes. So, look at the answer here. Without running fast, you will not catch the train. Without running fast, you will not catch the train. That is the simple sentence. Look at the next sentence here. Without working hard, you will not prosper in life. So, what type of sentence it is? It is simple sentence. Very good. So, with the keyword without, we can find it out as, we can tell it as simple sentence. Yes. Now you have to change into compound. So, what is the coordinating conjunction for compound? Yes. So, it is or. So, look at the sentence here. Work hard or you will not prosper in life. So, what is the compound sentence here? Work hard or you will not prosper in life. So, that's all from Rule 5, children. So, and that's all from the simple compound complex. That is our chapter 12 from our grammar chapter, sentences. So, understand the concept of sentences and its types, children, with the rules and the structure. Do the worksheets, find out the answer and send it to me in the group.